44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. Try to blow these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got him made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that Ecoline van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in that attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got him made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Damn! Chillin' motherfuckers. Stand over him, shoot him in the face. Say, no. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know me.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, pacing like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say you hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, Amy murdered Botham and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on the face, but it's not
not concealing the pain is a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the ball like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed jump, can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the score in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the score in my whole life. My whole life.
Westbrook.
Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Handle lights and teddy bears, I'm trying to leave your block romantic. Flicking off the hip, I leave a scene looking like I'm dancing. Ain't one Westworld, best believe we not gon' stamp it. Titties on a drum, the stick figure looking outstanding. Rip is tied with the hands of the Lord, call that God tears. Send a spear right to the sky and watch his front tear. I'm that nigga cause I run with them niggas, so let's get that clear. Don't question who say I'm the GOAT, I tell them God did. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. To me that's suicide. Of course I sound cocky to a glizzy eater, fuck your pride. Don't need a horoscope to see I'm a star, so fuck your sign. You can believe in anything you want, but as for me and mine, God mode, I am what I am, so let's just keep in mind. Don't wanna be like yeah, Kyrie, they wanna be like I. She said she lost until she found me, and then she found a tribe, and then I make a bout face until she called me out of wine. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problems, and I'm standing behind you. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in a towel. Half moon with a silencer, make it sound like a howl. We the shit, we about movements with a growl. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga. I'm an Israelite rapper, nigga. Would never hit his wife, but I'll go at you. I make commitments to a gun if I'm talking about a tantrums. Nigga said he a stand-up dude, that mean we laughing, nigga. Jumped on the beat, start snapping, you leaving fractures. Red and green bean, I'm Gucci, you thinking fashion. There goes you for the green, and I ain't talking St. Patrick. You screaming all lives, I'm screaming all guns matter. Keep it biblical, talking in parables, cause it matter. If I say bring Jacob, I'm talking about a ladder. He was the wave till I came with the fire, no John the Baptist. Who cared you did it first? You should be worried about who after. I'm connected in any habitat, shit I adapted. Nose job on a brand new snub is all plastic. That's why I show up the court with jeans on, I'm never slacking. You a rapper turned Israelite, I'm an Israelite rapping. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problem. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga.
Clap it up. All right, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Shah Barakathum to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Shem Shah to all the sisters. This is the Israelite School of UPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started right out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. since 1969 under Commander General Yohana leadership at this moment, right? So we are the truth. Of course, UPK is the truth, the home of the truth. You understand? If you are not in the ISUPK, you are not in the truth. You understand? It is not of the ISUPK. It is not of the truth. Okay? Tonight, we in Chicago, ISUPK Chicago, Lashawan Qadash class. You understand? Like we do it every Friday. We getting back to it. You understand? We're gonna go over some things today. We're gonna go over some vocabulary today, like we do every week. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to stay on top of that vocab and you know, the vocabulary and stay on point with it. You know, so right here, like at the beginning of every class, we go over the Lashawan Qadash chart. Right, this chart right here is Israelite culture right here. Okay, this is our chart that's gonna get us back speaking the language that the Lord want us to speak as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. How could I forget? This truth is only intended to wake up the dead of the Israelites. Who are the Israelites? The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that's across the lands of the earth today, man. You understand? There's been, you know, of course, of Negro descent. You know, there's been povertized and set under oppression, physical oppression, mental oppression. You understand? Systematic oppression, all type of oppression that we've been put on in the ghettos, in the barrios, in the reservations. You understand? We're dealing with hell in this place. You know what I'm saying? So this language that we learn on every Friday is vital for us to pull our language back and pull our culture back. You understand? So we can pull ourselves out of this hell, because that's the key to getting us out of hell, man. You ever wonder what's the key? You think it's money? You think it's becoming popular in the eye of America? You think it's becoming famous? No, that's not the key if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American. I mean, you see all type of millionaires and billionaires that's of Black people and Hispanics every day, but you still see Black people struggling in the ghettos and not knowing where their next meal gonna come from, not knowing how they're gonna feed their family, right? So money is not our issue, man. We can look up the stats, look up the numbers, and see how much of the economy is ran off of the pockets of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Money is not our issue. It's our souls that's the problem. Our culture being stolen away from us, our identity being taken away from us. And this language here belongs to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's what the Most High said. You understand? So we're going to start off just by breaking this chart down. Then we're going to get into some nouns. We're going to get into some vocabulary, and we're going to get it in, all right? So, like I said, I know it's repetitive, but we got to keep going over this so we can get it like institutionalized in our minds, right? Because if we don't, this Hebrew, you know, since a baby, we've been in America learning English. Our Hispanics been learning Spanish since growing up from a little toddler. But you know what I'm saying? So when you cut to a certain age, it's just English is all you know, just like we speaking it right now, because this is what our people understand. So this is what we have to do with this. Just like you can say your ABCs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, we need to be saying Abagada, Hawazaka. You know what I'm saying? Our Hebrew alphabet, we need to be saying that as fluently. And until we get there, until our King Yahweh Shah Mashiach come back, man, we're gonna continue to feed this into our brains, man. You understand? UPK, we're gonna continue to push it into the minds of our people, man, because this is what we need. So with no further ado, let me start from the top to the bottom, right? So up here, of course, this chart, our language is called the Lashawan Qadash. right? What does Lashawan mean? It means tongue, which means language. That's what tongue means. Don't never get it confused what speaking in tongues is. Speaking in tongues is literally speaking in languages or different languages, right? I know in the Christian church they say speaking in tongue is saying all type of gibberish and gibberish that no one can understand. There are a bunch. That's a lie. It's a total lie. It's not the truth. Lashawan is tongues. It's just language if you translate it to English. Qadash simply means set apart or separate. Meaning, what does this mean? Holy tongue. Holy tongue. A set apart tongue that only is supposed to be for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? So this is how you would spell it out in the ancient Hebrew. Lashawan Qadash. Right? And as you will see those what we would call as connectors at the bottom will let you know if they're singular letters or characters, I should say, or if they're combined, right? So you see it's facing downwards, lets you know that this is la by itself, sha by itself, and wa and na will be combined, which is one. Okay, Lashawan Qadash. Same things go for there. So let's just quickly go through this alphabet real quick. Abagada Hawaza Ka Taya Kalama Nasa I Pa Taza Kwa Rashata. Quickly, if you notice, everything is like you know what I'm saying? There's no E's or you got one I, but this is not the letter I like you would say in the English. This is an I which looks like an O. You understand? So, but there's no E's and H's and all of those type of things. No vowels in the Hebrew, right? Straight, simple to the point language. You understand? A lot of these characters you see up here. A lot of people call the Lashawan Qadash also the Phoenician. It all means the same thing. It's all derived from the ancient Hebrew, right? A lot of these characters derives from like pictorial images, right? A lot of these are pictorial images, like you have a fork, you have like a ladder. You know what I'm saying? They come from images because Israel is a very like sightful people. Like you know how a lot of people in school you say, "Oh, I'm a visual learner," or "I'm a hearing learner." Like this language is for visual learners, man. You need to be able to see. Eventually, we're gonna be looking at characters to read something because that's you know what I'm saying. That's just the way we get down in Israelite culture. Okay. So that's the ancient. So the Syrian Hebrew language down here would be also a part of what we held back in the ancient days. But this is not the original Hebrew right here. This is the Assyrian, which is called Assyrian simply because this was the language that we held on to in the Assyrian captivity. You understand? In the Babylonian captivity. You know what I'm saying? We had our culture stripped away from us back then as well. So we wasn't able to hold on to our pure ancient, you know what I'm saying? But we was able to have something as close as we can to hold on to our true culture. You understand? And this is a derivative of the ancient. Okay. So like I do all the time, I throw the books out there that we use when we dealing with Hebrew. Of course, this is the Hebrew English Tanakh, which is the first 5 books of Moses, and also the books of the prophets, or First Kings, Second Kings, First Chronicles, and all of the prophets that was back in Babylonian days and all of those captivities. You can find them, which was originally written in Hebrew. You understand? That's why we read this every Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Saturday morning. You know what I mean? So yeah, we go by that book right there. But key thing to remember, if you're reading out of this, it has both the Syrian and the English. The thing about this, do not read the English version of this, because this is not the King James version. This is not the King James transliteration in the English. So don't read this. This is strictly to read Assyrian. This is strictly to read the Hebrew. Okay, so do not read the English out of the Tanakh or the in ancient in the Hebrew it'll be Thania Yak. Do not read the English out of this. Okay. Boom. So another book that's good, very good for learning Hebrew is this book right here, Biblical Hebrew, an introduction, grammar, very good by Page H. Kelly. Get this book. I think it costs about $40. You know what I'm saying? And not the whole book, because of course it was written by a oppressor, but maybe like the first few lessons, like the first 10 lessons, you go through those that have great lessons for you to learn as you you know what I'm saying, read in the Hebrew, and you can actually, you know what I'm saying, get some good knowledge on how to be more fluent when you're reading, or how to understand what you're reading more. So this book right here will be a good read. Get with your camp leader though to see like what not to study in this book, because of course, you know what I'm saying, coming out of this oppression, we have to be able to decipher what's the truth and what's not the truth. So you don't just, not the whole book, but this information in this book that's quality information. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go over a few things. We're gonna go over some good stuff real quick, if I may. All right. We're gonna go over some good stuff. Starting off with bear with me real quick, Israel. Let's start off with some vocabulary, right? I always like to start off with get rolling with some vocabulary words. That way we can, you know what I'm saying, get in the rhythm. Bear with me real quick. Got a comment in the chat. Shaniqua, shalom, Shaniqua. We're gonna go over some few vocabulary words before we get into the topic of the nouns, feminine nouns. That's what we're gonna be going over today. We're gonna be going over some feminine nouns and some masculine nouns, and knowing the difference between the two. Okay, back that up just a little bit. True. Let's get the first word up in here. True. English. English, right? Assyrian. Uh-oh. Syrian, ancient. Okay? We'll go English. So starting off with truth, which is what this is all about. Everything we do is so we can get the truth out in the earth today, bring our people back to where they belong, and to also put these oppressors where they belong as well. Right? So the truth, how you say truth in Assyrian or Salakia in the Hebrew is amath. You spell it out in the Assyrian, just like this. It's amath. Amath. Okay, amath. So in ancient, amath would be amath, right? And that's amath. Amath. Okay? Truth is amath in the Hebrew. Okay? Blood. Let's get the word blood, which is very important in Israelites and Israelite culture. Your blood or your bloodline, which is your pedigree, you know what I'm saying? Where you come from, you know, on your father's side. You know, blood will be in the Hebrew. Will be dumb. Dumb. So let's write it out. And the ancient as well. Dumb. Dumb. Okay. As you can see right here in the Syrian, M or Salakia. Ma is at the end. It falls at the end of the word. So anytime ma falls at the end of the word, it has a special character. Start from right to left in the Hebrew always. You got ma is gonna be at the end, right? And you got ma up here in the mouth, but you see it's in the middle. So it's still the original character in the Assyrian. But when it falls at the end, it's always gonna be this special character. That's why the chart is important to understand, right? Let me just draw an arrow. Okay. Let's get one a little more difficult. Perfect. Which we all should be striving to be, man. It's a commandment. Perfect or complete. All right? Perfect or complete. This is what Christ commanded his people to do. You understand? As a king, he told us to be perfect, man. Complete ourselves as a people, as a person, individually and as a nation. You understand? That's why in the UPK we say no cowards, no excuses, man. Because of what Christ told us to do. Be ye therefore perfect. You understand? So how do you say that in the Hebrew? Tamayam. Tamayam. Okay, so let's write that out. Tamayam. Tamayam. Okay. Salakia. Can't understand. That's a ma. That's tamayam. Okay. Got the ma ya ma. Tamayam. Okay, so let's write it out in the ancient. Salakia. All right. So tamayam. It'll be ta ma ya and another ma. Ta ma yum. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and write that out. Yeah. All right, bear with me real quick. All right, so you got ta ma yum. Okay, perfect. I mean yum. All right, so I'm gonna leave these up here for a second. I'm gonna get another set of vocabularies, then we're gonna get into the topic. We can take a quick second to jot these down, and we can move on. All right. All right. So we should be good on those three. Let's get another few up in here. Okay. You still good. All right, the next one, let's get strong. One thing we got to be in this truth, we got to be strong. All right. Strong. Strong in the Hebrew. Kazak. Strong is Kazak in the Hebrew. Kazak in the Hebrew. The. All right. Kazak. And if you see, the ka is it looks a little similar to the th, but the difference is in the ka, it's a tail end. So you have to be very visual when you looking at these words that's got a th or a ka to make sure you're pronouncing it right. So the ka always gonna have a tail end, and the th does not have a tail. So strong is Kazak. So let's write it out in the ancient as well. Uh-oh. Kazak. Okay. Kazak. Let's get wisdom. Wisdom in the Hebrew. Takama. 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 Takama in the Assyrian. Let's go ahead and write it out in the ancient. Takama. Wisdom is Takama in the Hebrew. Straight. Let's do straight or upright. Straight or upright. Straight or upright in the Hebrew is yashar. 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 In the Assyrian, Yashar. Let's get it in the ancient. Yashar. Okay. So we went over a few vocabulary words. Some good solid vocabulary words to know. We got strong in the Hebrew is kazak. And we got wisdom in the Hebrew is sakama. And straight or upright in the Hebrew is yashar. Yashar or yashara. Is it yashar or yashara? I believe it's yashar.
Yeah, it'll be just the way you got it. Yeah, it'll be your shot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we can take those down for a quick second, then we're gonna move into the topic. We're gonna go into some nouns, some feminine nouns, and some feminine nouns that end with masculine endings. You know what I'm saying? Which is rare, but it's good to know. Okay, so we're gonna go through that in a quick minute.
I like that word. Strong. That word works for 2 or 3 things in the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sure. Got somebody in the chat.
No, not good. I mean, it was two people up there. Well, second.
Sign Christ. All right. We should be Tawab on nose. Now let's get into it. Let's see what we're gonna start at. Okay, so first thing to know what we're about to go over. First thing, all nouns in the Hebrew are gonna be two types of nouns. You either gonna have a feminine noun or a masculine noun, right? So we're gonna go over a few feminine nouns referring to like female persons or like an animal or something like that, right? That's feminine, right? So first one, will be Amma, which is mother. So we're gonna write mother. She is okay. Amma in the Hebrew is mother, and the Hebrew is Amma. So let's write it out in the ancient. Okay. Next one, let's get the next feminine noun. Will be daughter. We just gonna run through these real quick.
Yes, it's that bar.
Yes, sir. Bath. In the Hebrew, daughter would be Bath. If you see a lot of sisters in the school, they'll have their name Bath, Yahawada, or they name Bath, Yasharala, or whatever tribe that they come from, because this means you the daughter of that tribe. You understand? Or same vice versa with brothers will have bond, which is son, and you'll have the son of whatever tribe you come from, right? But in the Hebrew, Salaki, I just wrote Bath. Let's write it out in the Assyrian first. Then we can get to that ancient. We're gonna get to the period. Last but not least. So Bath would be Bath. Then in the ancient, daughter. Okay. So you got mother, you got daughter, Then you have woman. So let's get woman in the Hebrew. And remember, these are all feminine. I shouldn't have to say these are feminine nouns. You understand? But just for teaching purposes, these are feminine nouns, right? Well, these are actually feminine not persons. So, you know, noun is a person, place, or thing. These, I'm starting off by writing out a few persons as feminine nouns. Then we're going to get into some places and some things that's feminine nouns. Okay? So, woman will be a shah. A shah. Let's write that out. A shah. In the Syrian. Let's write it out in the ancient as well. A shah is a woman. Okay. We got mother, which is amma. Daughter is bath. Woman is a shah. I guess since I'm putting all of these, might as well do the other one too, which is sister. Sister. See if I can fit sister over here. Sister is Akwath. Akwath is sister. Let's write it out in the Assyrian first. I'll be so anxious to get to that ancient Hebrew. You understand? That being the pure Hebrew. But let's break it down though. In the Assyrian, sister would be Akwath. So let's write it out. Ak. Remember with the ka, it's gonna have that tail end out. Wath. Akwath. Let's get in the ancient. Ak. Wath. Akwath. Two connectors. So let's write it out. Spell it out. Akwath. All right, so these feminine nouns right here are all persons, right? Mother, daughter, woman, sister. Mother, Amma. Daughter, Bath. Woman, Asha. Sister, Akwath. All right. So now we're gonna get into some different feminine nouns. Okay. You should be good on that. Those are very common. You understand if you've been in class. Those are very common words we use. Probably outside of a month. Okay, so Now, let's get into a few more. We have ground or earth, which is a feminine noun as well. Ground or earth. Right? Ground or earth, which is a feminine noun. What would that be in the Hebrew? How would you say ground or earth? Adamah. And after I write all these out, I'm gonna go over it and we're gonna see something common with all of these that should be able to point out a feminine noun, a feminine person, place, or thing. So if you read in the Hebrew, you should be able to know, okay, this word is a feminine noun. Okay? So we're gonna see that once we write them all out and see something that's common with all of them. Okay? First one being the ground, which is can be a place or a thing, ground or earth. Okay, that will be Adamah. Adama. Salaki. Adama. Oh, right in the ancient. No, that's Assyrian.
Oh yeah. Because that and the Syrian, they can look in the same way.
Right.
So,
So Adama, a feminine noun. So let's write it out in the ancient. Adama. Okay. Adama was named ground or earth in a noun form. In a noun form, Adama would mean ground or earth. Okay. The next one. Be dry land. Dry land. What would dry land be in the Hebrew? Yabashah. Or Yabasha. Yabashah.
right the first time. Yabasha.
Yabashah. Okay. It's an Assyrian. Let's write it on the ancient. Yabashah, which is dry land. Yabashah. So reminder, these are all feminine nouns, person, place, or thing. Okay? Now, let's get into cattle. Cattle. Cattle in the Hebrew, Bashama, will be Bashama. Okay?
You got it on your thing, right? Oh yeah, but us.
Oh, Salakia, Bahama.
Oh, I'm finna say.
No, Salakia, yeah. You're right, the water, sir. Got the words mixed up. Bahama. 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 Okay, in the Hebrew, so let's write it out in the ancient. Bahama. Bahama, which is cattle in the Hebrew. Try to get one more in here. Food. 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 In the Hebrew, akala. Akala.
Says call.
A caller.
A call.
A call.
Because if you anytime that L goes at the end, it'll be just like the call because the L is at the end. Oh well, you got a call up. Oh well,
Yeah,
right.
akala.
I got to spell it different. I got to. Well, I guess you can spell it both ways the way I got it. And so the way you. Yeah, let's go. I mean, that's what we're teaching off of. That's what we're teaching off of.
All right, so in the ancient,
Yeah, they got it that way too. Yep. I see what you said.
mm-hmm. All right. We can take a few minutes, take a few moments to jot those down, and we can move on to the next set. Oh, Salakia, almost forgot. So if you see all of these nouns they have something in common. They all end in huh. They all have a huh on the end. Adama, Yabasha, Adama, Salaki, Adama, Yabasha, Bahama, Akala. Most feminine nouns will have a huh on the end. Not all of them, but most of them will have a huh on the end, and that's um, a good way to recognize if something is a feminine noun or masculine. You know, and this goes for just nouns only. This don't go if this is a name of someone. You know, this is for a noun, so you have to recognize context. You understand? Like if we talking about the ground or something, or if this defines someone's name, it won't be, you know what I'm saying, a feminine noun, because now it's a different definition. Of course, in the Hebrew, all words don't mean the same thing. You will have to know what it's being used for to define the word. You understand? So, but in this setting, these nouns are talking about a person. Well, these words is talking about a person, place, or thing. Okay. All right. So we should be. Oh, so we should be Tawab on that. Now we're gonna get a little bit tricky. We're gonna get a little bit tricky with it, right? Remember the huh. Most of the time, when you have the huh on the end of a noun, it's going to be feminine. Now, it's simple as this. You can have certain words that's a noun, like we're gonna use these examples. Prophet, a lad, which is a young boy, or a horse, or a prince. You know what I'm saying? You can take those words and simply throw a huh on the end. Now, those words, which are masculine words, like prophet is a masculine word, lad is a masculine word, because those words pertain to men. That's what makes them masculine. Horse, well, a male horse that is, or prince. So we're going to use prophet, lad, and prince, right? So, Lucky, we're going to use all four. Okay? So, starting off, so that's what I'm going to do. Just so we can know what we're doing, we're going to go. Masculine to feminine. How can a noun go from masculine to feminine? Some that's very simple to see. We're gonna go over them real quick. The ones I just named. Right, you got prophet. Prophet, right? Prophet pertains to men. A woman cannot be a prophet, right? So, but
You might lose some people now. You might lose a little couple.
well, look, I ain't gonna lose. No, that's the whole point of it.
When you tell the prophets can't be women, they might lose somebody.
Prophet can't be women, but you do have prophetess, which can, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures say there will be men and thy sons and thy daughters will prophesy in my name. You understand? Not saying that women gonna go on the street and prophesy, but a sister can have a dream or something that telling the future, and you know, something of that nature.
Deborah, I believe
Deborah, yeah.
Deborah, I believe she was a prophet, a prophetess.
Yeah, Khan. All right, so how would prophet? What would prophet be first off? Prophet is a masculine noun, right? So we trying to go from masculine to feminine. So how would we do that? It's real simple. We're gonna write under here. Nabiyah. Okay, Nabiyah. It's prophet in the Hebrew. Okay. So mass over here. So how will we take this and make it prophetess?
Let me guess. Can I guess?
Okay.
You add her at the end, like they told you just said. Most of them you add her at the end.
Did I spell that right? Yeah, I spelled it right. Yeah, it's very simple. Just like you have this, Nabiyah is prophet, Nabiyah. If you want to make this feminine, very simple thing. All you have to do is put a huh on the end of Nabiyah, and it becomes feminine, and it becomes prophetess. Okay, so
will that be spelled? Will that be pronunciated the same way? Nabiyah, Nabiyah,
Nabiyah.
or would it be Nabiyah?
It's Nabiyah. So
it goes from Nabiyah to Nabiyah.
right. Nabiyah and Nabiyah. Nabiyah.
You said Nabiyah.
Nabiyah. Right. Nabiyah. Right. So let's write these out in the ancient as well. All right. So there's one example of going from masculine to feminine by just putting her on the end of it. Right? We're gonna go through one more or a couple more. Take a quick moment to take that down. All right. Good. All right, the next one will be youth or lad, which is talking about a boy or a young boy, which is what lad is. And maiden. So youth or lad would be the IRA. Okay. And simply make it in a feminine form. Or Salaki, it'll be Naira.
Like, would there be Naira or Night?
Naira.
Maybe Naira. Okay, I see how you get it because of the how would you explain it? Why would it be Naira?
How would this be Naira? Because the I is combined and Ra is singular. Right?
Absolutely.
And then to make this feminine, you'll put an H on the end of that same word. Yeah, her, Salaki.
I do the
Get it
same
mixed
thing.
up, yeah.
I do that too.
You knowing that the English derives from the Hebrew, and they stole all the letters from the Hebrew to even create this language called English. You get confused sometimes. Okay? Naira. Naira will be mating, the feminine to youth or lad, which is boy or girl, right? So let's write that out in the ancient. Do this. Naira. All right. So I'm gonna get one more in here. So we short on time. Youth or boy is a lad, which is a masculine noun, and you change that, it automatically goes to feminine, which is maiden, by putting a huh on the end of it. So instead of no Naira, it's Naira. Okay. So let's get the last example with this in here. It'll be a prince. Which, if you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man of Negro descent, you are a prince of the power of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel. That's what Israel, the name Israel means prince of power. Okay. So how would you go from prince and make it feminine? What do you protect? And prince is simply sharp. Char. Okay. We just did two other examples. Um, instead of just two characters, you're just gonna add pup and he to make prince. Okay. So let's go ahead and write out. And